Weekend Express is never Weekend Express with a little bit of inspiration, just like we've done last week. But today, let me introduce you to my panel this morning for the next 30 minutes. Seated closer to me, I have Danson Mwangi. And of course, next to Danson, I have Alex Chalo. And on my far end, the man behind the inspiration this morning, Clinton Shikunde. It's so good to have you guys here this morning. Clinton, welcome to my show.
Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you for coming. Now, Clinton, let me start with you. You're the reason we are here today morning.
Yes.
Tell me about your story. Tell me a little bit about you.
Story.
Nieleze.
Story yangu naweza sema ikiwa mimi nilizaliwa, yani kitu yenye obviously lazima kila mtu apitie. So ujuangi vya maisha na kujange na kugeukia. So mimi nijipata niko street, nikaanza kuchemba pole pole. Kutafuta kane za pata ya kukula, 2-3. So ndo nikapata base najita Black Army. Iko hapa karibu Taj Mall. Tunastayingi hapo hivyo. So mimi nilianza life yangu ilikuwa tu kuchemba, kushika gunia. Ndo sasa tu kubaki ya Mungu. Tukapata ma sponsorship wakaanza kutusponsor 2-3, wakatuokolea. Tukapata kabase pale tunaweza tujificha tu tuseme hapo tu ni kama kao ketu, lakini tuseme tu ni mali ya mtu.
How did you find yourself in the streets?
Myself.
What happened at home? Do uko kwa street?
Ilikuwa madhangu sasa ndo alidedi. Sasa life ikaanza kwa ngumu, nikajipata nimeingia huko.
How many siblings do you have? Ama wewe ni wewe pekee?
Niko na majango tu.
Na wao wako wapi?
Hao wako pale Mkoro wako.
They also, after mom passed away, they also joined you in the streets, ama?
No. So mimi nilijitoa.
Wewe ulijitoa? Uliona wacha nijipange hapa.
Bana, nimeona acha nianze na maisha.
How long ago was that and how old were you?
Nilikuwa 5 years old.
5 years old?
Yes. Baka sahi niko 19.
When did you leave the streets? Our sponsor, walikupata when you were how old?
Walinipata kama niko na 15 hapo hivyo.
15. So you spent about 10 years?
Yes.
10 years. How tell our audience, how is it being a street child then? What are some of the challenges you guys go through? Sisi hatujui.
Challenges ni mingi sana. Kuna kama hii ya Taj Mall, nasikia maboy wanakuja wananyang'anya watu mali zao. So unajua si tuko hapo kando. So wanatumia jina yetu ndo wapate chance ya kuibia watu. Sasa kuna challenge mingi. Unaweza pata mtu amechukua kitu ya mtu, kwa mfano akuje tu kama amepitia mali kuna base. Sasa mtu tu akipitia hapo itaonekana ni sisi ndo tumechukua mali. Sasa challenge ni mingi sana. Man, kasi sima street boy tunapitia. Yani tunaomba tu serikali tu ituokolee kasi vijana, tupate kazi, tuache kuindo huku nje tunaitwa wezi na sisi wezi. Tukatuka ara ya wengine.
Your street family, wale for the ones that you had for the 10 years. Sasa wako wapi ama pia wao wametoka?
Wako tu base.
Bado wako base. Unaendanga kuwatembelea?
Tunakanga tuna.
Okay, so
just a family, yani tu kikundi moja tumejieka kabla kami. Tumejiita saa jina tu.
When was the last time you talked to your family?
Mwisho. Ilikuwa sema tu hapa ni January mwanzo.
January mwanzo. And but those 10 years, did you used to talk to them?
No.
No.
Ilikuwa tu maisha sasa ni yangu.
Ulijaribu kukutafuta?
Sidhani, lakini najua alijaribu kunitafuta, lakini mimi ndo niliwatafuta.
Okay, sawa. So Danson, let me loop you into the conversation.
Yes.
What is it that you guys do for street children?
So first, our main job is to help street children or to help street families or people in that situation get a better life. And but personally, and with me and my team, we are mediators to help these people get a better living, but also be able to connect them to their source and connect them to the next big thing in their life. That could be education, that could be going back home, and we do that through creative arts.
And when you say we, you mean?
So I am not alone. I have a team of people. I have a team of 15 guys who we do this together.
What's the name of the organization?
Beyond Four Walls.
Okay.
Yeah, Beyond Four Walls. And basically Beyond Four Walls means going beyond. You see, like, for example, right now we're within four walls, and we are not, this place is not cold, we are not rained on, we are not, when the sun comes, we're not, burning, we are not, we're having food, we're having basic needs. Out there, we have people who are not having those privileges like we are having. So going beyond four walls is basically challenging each and every other person and challenging ourselves first to go beyond our comfort zones and reach out to help somebody else who doesn't have the privilege that we have and give them a better life.
Beautiful. So as mediators, what's the biggest problem that you face?
Basically, so right now, we're helping street boys go back to school. We have several that have gone back to school. They are young because they can go back to school. And when they school close, the biggest challenge we have is having these boys stay at home.
Okay.
So them that have been able to go back to school, kuna vile tumeweza kurudisha kwao home. So tunakurudisha home kwanza, alafu tunakupeleka shule. But now because you still haven't really come out from the streets, you still have that thing of wanting to go back to the street. So when schools are closed, it's really hard to maintain this guy at home or even at my place.
And keep his mind or her mind busy.
Yes, and so we engage them in activities like football and sports and music and all those things, dancing. So at times my place, because at times they can't stay at home because of the condition at home, they can't even afford, leave alone 3 meals a day, but even a meal a day is really challenging. And they want to go back. Now, because you've helped them reconnect their parents, they really want to go and be with mommy. But mommy can't be able to support them. So they go back to the street again.
And sometimes they don't want to, they just find themselves.
Yes. So sometimes they don't want to go back. So they just find themselves there because they have to survive naturally. And because this guy has been in the streets, for Clinton has been in the street for more than 10 years. So anajua, all he knows in street, all right? So option A ikikauka, atataka kwenda mahali anajua atapata kitu ya rahisi, maybe a chembe or something like that happens. So at times I'm challenged, or I'm forced to host them at my place so that at least wanaweza tulia and get to go back to school when schools reopen. And that is the biggest challenge, being able to host them at some place.
And keep their minds busy.
Exactly.
Okay, so Alex, how do you come into the conversation? How does your organization come into the conversation in this, I want to say, in this upbringing of street children?
We run a community-based organization called Vijana Neema, which comprises of former street boys, me being included in that. I once lived in the streets of Pipeline, the same area where Clinton lives, together with my friends. And I was rescued and taken to a children's home, and I got education, and I came back to the community. As Dante was saying, once I left the children's home, I was attracted back to the streets to be with my friends, my old friends. So we started a group, a self-help group, which our aim was to support each other, get employment, get out of the street, stop sniffing glue. And we have achieved that. We started back in 2007, the group. Most of the guys that we were working together, they have reformed and they are living responsibly. And our office and where we operate is in Pipeline, just next to their base. So we started this program of also wanting to support them the way we were supported by people. So we were supporting ourselves through income-generating activities like car wash, garbage collection, small-scale businesses, encouraging our members to save. And
so you guys help them from one of an economic point of view?
Yes.
Okay.
But our aim also is to see them going back to school. So we are supporting 2 of the guys in school, in boarding school, as beyond four walls are doing. We're also connecting them with different organizations where they can be catered in, they can be taken in. We have been also mobilizing resources to buy clothes for them, shoes. We have bought 2 tents for them where they can sleep in. We also have a lunch program, and we also collaborate with Dante with Beyond Four Walls in whatever we are doing. Our focus is to see that they're being supported, they're coming from the streets. Yes.
Dante, let me start with you, coming back this way. Do you feel as if the government is doing enough to aid street children and to also probably help organizations such as yours that work directly with street families?
No, I don't think the government is doing enough. I think they're able to do so much, but they're doing little.
Right.
For example, let me cite a situation. There's a children's facility for street children that was that started. The construction started. I can't remember how many years ago, but it stopped when, and that is at Ruai. It's Ruai Children's Home or something. So since the last government, that hasn't been taken up. That it sort of stopped construction and that stalled. I feel like the government is aware of the challenge that we're having in Nairobi. Nairobi has more than 60,000 street children. And I feel like the government has a way and has power to do that, to help these people get back home or even get better lives. But they're doing so little.
Right.
Yes.
All right, then Alex,
and that goes into, sorry, and that goes in
right,
even
go
into
ahead.
things like, because we can dealing with the boys is one thing, but you have to deal with the root cause. What makes these guys go back to school? And, out of 10, 9 are boys, just 1 is a girl. So what challenge is the boy going through, and what is making him go back to street? Parenting. So what can the government do
about
to help?
parenting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Alex, jump into the conversation. What would you also want to see the government doing in order to boost the support for street families?
I would love that the government will come in and support the street kids through the community level, from the local government to the national government. So I believe there's so much they can do, and they're not doing that. So I will really really encourage the government to come on board and facilitate with school, with supporting the children's home that are there, supporting the churches. Yeah, so there's so much the government can do, and they're not doing that.
Clinton, right now, are you in school?
No. I left school. Sema tu nilimaliza 8. Mimi nikasema hapo ndio mwisho.
Class 8.
Juu niliona mzae sasa venye sasa life imefika, juu venye nilifika street nilipata place nyingine, kwanza nikaenda venye nilifika tuseme hapo 7 years old nikapata center inaitwa Mary Immaculate. Huko ku rehabilitate nikakaa mwaka moja. After kumaliza hivi nilikuwa nasomea carpentry. So by the time nikapata kazi, hiyo kazi kakuja ikaisha, akili kapiga tu, nilikuwa nakaanga Black Army. Sasa nikarudi huko.
So say you're not working and you're not in school.
Sasa sina.
Would you like to go back to school, or do you want to start working?
To start working.
You don't want to go.
Yes,
You don't want to go to school.
Yes.
Mbona?
Sema shule sasa hizi sijui. Sasa vitu za shule nilisahau nusu.
Okay. So kama ni kazi ungependa kufanya nini?
Akani kazi tu yoyote yenye itapatikana.
When you were younger, what did Clinton want to be? Sasa zile kabla nini problems zilianza, what did Clinton want to be?
Clinton want to be a footballer. Yes.
Je, hiyo story una support nini gani?
Mimi kaida mimi ni Mfaransa. France hapo hivyo.
Okay, sawa. So okay, then Dante, in such a scenario, especially given Clinton's story, for him school is out of the picture because he never saw himself going to school, so work is the next best option. Have you tried working and looping your strengths with also the private sector and how, because the private sector also has a role to play in the community.
Yes.
Have you tried that, and how does that work?
First, what we've been doing, and that is what actually really called us to collaborate with Vijana and Neema.
Okay.
We realized that the community has a certain image about these guys, and nobody is willing to be involved in what they are doing. So as long as Nikijana ametoka street, hatujiski, because these guys are thieves, these guys are nini, these guys what there's a bad name out there. So that has been a challenge, trying to talk to people and help them partner with us, or even just help them come aboard. Every time you talk to somebody, maybe who in the private sector, first they want to know alafu sasa history mina benefitaje,
how they can benefit,
mina benefitaje, and sana ni vitu za kuexploit hawa vijana, si kusaidia hawa vijana, ni vitu za kuwaumiza and then wapate kitu kidogo sana.
Alex, have you faced the same thing, especially since you guys really deal more with the aspect of getting them employment and business and so forth?
Ndasema kwa vijana wa Neema ilikuwa hiyo picha ya hao ni vijana wa street, hao ni watu wa street, hakuna kitu poa inaweza toka kwao. But mimi nashiriki na church the same na Dante, ni to Life Spring Chapel, na waliweza kutuadapt kama private sector, na wakaweza kutupitisha trainings wakatupitisha training ya kutupatia hiyo nguvu, ya kutupatia moral, na kutupatia new image. Na before tumalize hiyo masomo tulikuwa tumeweza kujua vitu kadhaa, kama kuandika proposals za kuitisha jobs kama garbage collection, kujiexpress, kuwa na kitu kama hiyo. So tuliweza kufanya hivyo, tukaweza kuandika mabarua za kuitisha job, na church ikakuwa first employer ambao walitupatia kazi ya kwanza ya kuclean. Tulikuwa tukuna clean compound yao. So tulikuwa nafanya hivyo Tuesday and Saturdays, na tukakuwa tunajitolea zaidi. After some time pia watu walianza kuchange hiyo perception. Watu wa street hakuna kitu yote wanaweza do, na wakaanza kutubelieve in us, wakaanza kutupatia jobs. Na garbage collection ndio ile imekuwa main activities kwa vijana wa Neema, ambayo imeweza kuemploy hao vijana. Group yetu ikianza, kila mtu alikuwa anaishi base, kama base ya kina Clinton, kila mtu alilala kwa streets, kwa hizo nyumba za karatasi. But kupitia hizo jobs zenye tumekuwa tukiapply za garbage collection, most of our members saa hiyo wanajilipia rents. Na tumekuwa pia tunavuta vijana kutoka kwa street, group ya kina Clinton, kuna wale tumewavuta wanafanya garbage collection na sisi, na wanaweza jilipia, wanaweza jisimamia kimaisha, wanaweza lipa rent zao, jibu ya nguo. So na believe ni hizo ma trainings ni muhimu sana, za kuwapatia self esteem na confidence. Yeah. So na believe pia inaweza, na tumekuwa tukitaka sana tuweze kuwa tunavuta kwa hizo job zetu.
Clinton, Dante anasema a lot of people when they see street children they think either they're thieves or they just paint them in a bad light. How does that make you feel? And when you're and how does that make also your street family feel?
Kitu ya kwanza kwa street, utakubali kitu ya kwanza utakubali uitwe mwizi, mtu mbaya. Yani tuseme street boy, watu wengi wale wazuri wa udharau ma street boys, na unapatanga street boys wanatoka ngambalo wanatoka chini wakienda juu. So hii yenye Dana anasema kwa street boy unaitwa mwizi, hiyo ni kitu yenye iko juu. Msee unaweza pita tu hivi in case uingie kwa kaplot uende angalia kama unachukua tu plastic. Saa kitu ipotee, unajua saa wataanza kuita mwizi. Ile design tu umesikia mwizi utoroke, wataona ndio ule mwizi, lakini in fact uko mwizi. Ulikuwa unaangalia kenyo na hustle upate yako uingie hivyo.
If Kenyatta was here, President Uhuru Kenyatta angekuwa hapa na sisi, ungemwambia aje?
Ningemwambia help ma vijana wapate kazi. Angalia huku chini juu, huku chini tunaumia sana, si kama street boys. Wengi sana wanatamani maisha mazuri, kazi, wanakosa makazi. Tunaomba tu asaidie tu vijana wote wapate kazi tu.
All right, as we prepare to have DJ Kevo spin for us a little bit, let me just get the final comments, Dante, as we close up the conversation. What are your closing comments?
If the president was here, I want to start from where he started. Maybe it's just to challenge him to talk to his people down here. And if we have more social amenities in our residential areas, I think we will have less street children, because people are busy, and even the youth that is there, they are engaged in sport activities or in other activities that are engaging their minds. If the government is able to assist, programs like Man Enough, these are programs that are helping men realize who they are and get their power back. And if a man has their power back, then a family stands. If a family stands, there is no way children will fall into the gaps and go back to the streets.
Okay. Alex, what would you have told President Uhuru Kenyatta?
Ningeambia president, kuna mob anaweza fanya. Watu wako kwa street wana need love, wana need watu wa kuwapenda, watu wa kuappreciate. Na pia ningependa kuambia the whole community kwamba watu kwa street, na believe ni community imekubali watu kwa street, kwa sababu kama tutawapenda tuwa support kuanzia hapo kwanza tu hapo kwa community, kuanzia tu hapo karibu pale huko, au kutakuwa na street kids. So na encourage kila mtu kwamba hao watu wana need. Kuna msemo unasema mtoto analewa na community, hawezi lewa na mtu mmoja. So kama si wote tutawapenda, kama community ya Pipeline inapenda hao watu, hawatakuwa kwa street. So ni jukumu letu si wote tuweze kuona tuma support kwa njia moja ama nyingine. Hiyo ndio na believe.
That's a fantastic note to leave it at, that even individuals in the community have a role to play.
Yes.
Dante, you wanted to add something quickly?
Yes. Even though people are not really supportive of this, there are people who are really supportive of this. First, the groups like Vijana and Neema, who are really holding street boys and giving them opportunities to work and get a living for themselves, but also churches. And I want to appreciate Lifespring Chapel for really giving an opportunity to these boys, opening the gates and allowing them to come into their compound without holding them back, and giving them an opportunity to fellowship, but also to play.
All right, Clinton, Alex, and Dante, thank you guys so much for coming. Clinton, thank you for sharing your story. It's amazing. It is beautiful. All right, so DJ Kevo, it's your turn. Take us to break. Tell us show us what you'll be spinning.